You're live. We're live.
All right, we already got Smoking Ape in the chat.
Oh, Smoking Apes in the chat.
Yep.
Good deal. You see us start yet?
Not yet, but howdy there, SM2VJX.
SM2. Yeah, we got green throughput now.
Yeah, my phone was in there on staying on the
Yeah,
table.
yeah, that's fine. What do you think, Frank?
Should be good. We're loading. We're loading. We're loading.
Oh, there it goes.
And I got an advertisement. Jason, come on now.
Yeah, buy YouTube Premium. I'm one of the OG ones that has it for $7 a month.
We are live.
Oh, somebody in the chat's on a soda expedition.
Nice.
K6ARK portable. I'm on a soda on 20 meters if you're on the air.
No. ARK?
Yeah.
Yeah.
K6ARK. So, all right, somebody sees me because he says, "What cigar are you smoking?"
Yeah.
There we go.
We want this to...
Okay, so you see it going?
Yep, we're live.
Okay, good. It hasn't. Oh, there it goes. Let's.
So you got to add too.
Oh yeah, yeah. Put ads in.
Yeah, YouTube should turn off. So if you're watching your own channel or channel you mod, not to see the ads, because you can't.
Yeah.
Because it's against YouTube's terms of service to self-click your own ad. But if you get something you actually really want to click on.
No. Yeah.
So where are we at, Jason?
Okay, we're at Hamcation.
In Florida?
And in Florida, outside of Orlando.
You're taking me to
Actually,
Disney World, right?
No, I'm not taking you to Disney World.
But
How you
it's
doing?
like right down there.
Great.
Good. We just started a live stream on YouTube, so just enjoying the nice weather out here.
Yeah.
This is a Liga Privada.
The best.
Privada. Liga Privada. That's what that is. Somebody already asked in the chat, what are you smoking? What cigar are you smoking? So.
Beers and cigars they have provided to us by Matt today.
I'm Matt, 84MQ. This is his trailer back here too. So, we had a good time. So
Good lunch.
good lunch too.
Yeah.
So Frank, this is your first time?
Down in Florida.
First time in Florida?
Well,
First time at Hamcation.
First time at Hamcation.
Okay, so Frank's first time at Hamcation. We got to meet up with Matt, 84MQ. We got Kyle's here, AA0Z. Sterling's around here somewhere. He'll be back in a little bit. Several other guys came by. We put a notification in the Discord chat, the HRCC Discord and my Ham Radio 2.0 Discord, and tagged everybody and said, hey, you guys come by.
What was the youth group that was here earlier?
Embry-Riddle.
What?
Embry-Riddle University.
Embry-Riddle University youth group?
It was a youth group, but somebody they were from Embry-Riddle. They were students.
Well, Sterling was also here representing
Yark.
Yeah, Sterling was here. Yeah, he did the youth forum yesterday and got to that going. So, anyway, who's at Hamcation? Probably nobody from Hamcation is watching us, I suspect. You guys
they're still too busy in there.
If you guys are at Hamcation watching us, come out here. We're at the back. If you're in where the main buildings are and you walk towards the RV park, it's the back far left corner. That's where we're at right now.
We're the closest you can get to the physical parking.
Yeah, the closest you can get to the physical parking. Yeah, the back left corner. That's like the edge. The tree line's right there, where you can't see it, and then right there. So you walk out, go that way. But if you're at Hamcation, watching this, come see us for sure. Or just turn off YouTube and go shopping, because you're at the second largest ham fest in the country right now. So that's good. I gotta watch. Let's see, 50 people watching. Woo!
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, Loyal's here. And somebody said, Philip W6RHP said, hey, Loyal, I think he heard your voice.
Hi.
So, K6ARK portable soda is on 14.245 sideband.
14.245?
14.245. So, Loyal's got an antenna set up on, it's a soda beam that's actually hanging from a DX Commander mast. And we've got it tuned to 20 meters right now. So they're probably... He did some FT8. Or did you ever make any contacts on FT8?
I made one.
You made one contact? He was listening and he would transmit and call CQ, and he checked the map and he heard himself in Europe. Or he saw his own signal in Europe. So now Sterling's with us. So.
Hey.
A little close.
Sterling, did you get your check?
Oh yeah.
Okay,
No
cool.
way.
He's like, I have to go accept a check. I'm like, oh, you poor man, you.
Uh-huh.
It's nice.
Where's the big check? They didn't give you one of those comedically large.
No. It's
Yeah.
only
Oh,
like,
one of those carry home, the like,
Yeah.
like
big
mildly large.
check. There you go.
Big check.
There you go. Okay.
All right. Sweet. Gonna
So-
donate to that ham radio 2.0 check?
That's for Youth on the Air, I'm sure.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
more
yeah.
important than Ham Radio 2.0. So,
Well, there's a place for you.
oh, there's a place. Yeah, there's a place. Let's see. Nick Pixels in the chat. Ham Extra. Any word on new HTs? Not the 705. I haven't seen any new HTs yet. No.
No.
No. I haven't seen any new HTs from anybody.
We got to play with the new icon.
Well, he said not the 705.
Oh,
Yeah, I posted my
yes.
7. I did. Ray Novak, N9JA from ICOM, gave us 5-6 minutes of his time yesterday, and we recorded just to kind of like a really quick intro, updates to the ICOM IC705. I posted that on my channel about 10 p.m. last night, and by the time I woke up this morning, it had over 1,000 hits. So that's going to be a popular video. I did the same thing with the K4 at Dayton last May. We need to move that around here for a hot seat. Yeah, so people can come and go. We can turn the camera a little bit too. So we did that, and I actually got an update from Elecraft on the K4. I recorded that this morning, and I'll probably be posting that to the channel tonight. So people interested in the 705, go look at the video from last night if you haven't already. And people interested in the K4, that'll be posting tonight. So got some updates on that. No new HTs that I've seen. The newest mobile radio, honestly, I think is the Anytone D578 Tri-Band. Tri-Band DMR 2 meter 22440. Yeah, that's that one.
DMR.
The DMR radio.
Yes.
Yeah.
The one that we've been like salivating over the last couple
I put
of
up
years.
4 videos on that.
I know.
Okay.
Where's my
But
beer?
it's not out yet.
Your beer was over there, and okay. Kyle lost his beer. I'm gonna have to put the stream on hold. Somebody lost a beer.
No, it's over
So,
there. On the other
okay,
side of
you
the
got it?
grill.
Okay, good.
And
So I'm going to turn this camera here,
Matt
Frank.
Smith. Howdy, man, from UK.
Yeah.
Thank you for
Oh, from the
joining us.
UK. Sweet.
Yes.
Okay.
You might want to turn it to the right because you
Did I cut myself off?
a little bit.
Okay.
Or
Can you put that tray down and move that chair closer to you?
sure.
You do that? Okay. We're going to do this very off the cuff.
Anything from the ham
oh,
shack is off the cuff.
Anything from the ham shack is off the cuff, so. Yeah, that's fine. And I can move, I can turn the camera. Yeah, move that chair there.
You good?
We're going to get, yeah, I think we're good. I want to get a third seat in
Alright,
here so
getting up.
various people can come sit down and talk to us. Yeah, there was an SM2 call sign that came in there earlier.
I don't know how to. Yeah.
SM2 Victor Juliet X-ray. You know where that is? SM2. Hey, I'll probably tell you. Oh, there's DX Minis in the chat. Jason, W9DXM's in the chat.
That works.
Let's see. KE5ICT from Austin, Texas in the chat. KN4HVX from Kentucky.
Ooh.
Let's see.
We need to go get some bourbon.
Oh yeah, bring us some bourbon from Kentucky. Do that. So, yeah. Okay. Are you good there, Frank?
I'm good. I can get
Okay.
a little closer if we need to squeeze in.
Yeah, squeeze in maybe a little bit. Just move your chair over this way. So, oops, not what I want. So, Northern Sweden, SM2 VJX is from Northern Sweden. Yeah. I don't have all my prefixes memorized yet, but Kyle, sit down if you want to. You're in the sun, kind of, but I don't know if we can avoid that. So, we've got Kyle AA0Z on the stream
I don't know
now.
how to put
Hello,
this
everyone.
Yeah.
Right.
You're good. You're good.
Well, now I'm going to turn the camera just ever so slightly this way. There we go. Good there?
Oh, that?
You're good.
If you pull, or actually, it's.
Try to move.
Don't pitch. Oh, okay. Well, it
That's
should
all right.
go one way.
That's all right.
I don't know.
Frank and I'll just get comfy here.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, everybody's in the shot. That's good. That's good. Whew. Let's see. W3DDS from Miami. Good afternoon.
Why aren't you here?
Yeah,
Miami,
yeah,
come on.
Miami.
That's
Miami
all
Florida
over.
should be here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Any sign of the MassWorks powered rotator? Yes, but it's still a prototype. So he is. I talked to Chris at Buddy Pool extensively on. Well, I talk to him all the time. He's a good friend of mine. But I talked to him on Thursday, and the MassWorks tripods were obviously here, and the rotor. He's still hoping to have that. He has a Raspberry Pi controlled rotor.
MassWorks is here?
Yep, MassWorks is owned by Buddy Pool. So yes.
Oh, it's owned by Buddy
Yeah,
Pool. I did
yeah,
not know that.
Yeah. So the MassWorks tripods are set up right next to Buddy Pool. He's working on a Raspberry Pi controller to hook to the tripod, and then you would log into it via Wi-Fi from your smartphone and rotate your antenna with your smartphone.
It's very cool.
Very cool.
Yeah. That MassWorks stuff is really neat.
It's really neat. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got.
Are you talking about the new body pro rotor?
Yeah, the Buddy Pool. Yeah. So
lightweight too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I've got the 30-foot version. I wouldn't call it really lightweight.
No.
But it's sturdy. I tell you what, if you're doing Parks on the Air or Field Day, it's awesome. I used it at Winter Field Day.
It's very portable.
Yes, yeah, it's very portable. You wouldn't want to hike up a mountain with
Right.
it, but if you're doing like a park or something like that, it's great.
Right.
So, right. Let's see.
KB0WD, how different St. Louis.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
St. Louis.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Thank you.
K Booty?
St. Louis, Reed, yeah.
K Booty.
Represent.
Represent St. Louis.
Yeah.
K Boot.
You guys are running about 2 frames per second, and I got this capture.
I like it. I love it.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I love the shots you get with randomly pausing YouTube videos. I send Jason ones all the time.
I'm not worried about the expression. I'm worried about that beer gut that I got showing.
Yeah, that's true.
At least
No,
make it
that's
truly.
true.
You're fine
Yeah.
because sitting next to me.
100 calories.
So yeah, good deal. Let's see. He says, you know what? Ham Extra says he feels like the ID51 Plus has run its course. Somebody asked a minute ago, you guys weren't out here, are there any HTs at Hamcation this year?
Oh,
I
yeah.
haven't seen any.
No, there've been. So Kenwood's booth is very limited.
Yes.
ICOM has got the same booth that they had last year. They've got 3 or 4 road cases.
Yeah.
If you've ever been to Hamvention and you come to Hamcation, it's about half the size
Yes.
of the booth size.
The booth size, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So ICOM has got 3 or 4 road cases that they got set up. They've got the 705. They've got everything. They've got all of their radios.
Per second.
Your head's cut off though.
But you
You
know,
have to-
I'll get up if you want to talk about your youth group for a second.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
All right, I gotta put my alcohol.
Yeah.
You-
There you go.
Represent for real.
Yeah. Yeah, let's talk about the youth group without the beer in the hand.
Yesu's got 3 or 4 tables.
Yeah, I saw the Yezu table. I went by the Yezu table, and of course they don't have anything new, so I didn't spend much time at the Kenwood or Yezu table. But the Yezu table had a lot of people around it when I went
Yes,
by it. They
I
had
agree.
a lot of people standing there talking to them.
Yep.
Of course, everyone's mobbed around the IC705.
Right.
They have a prototype IC705. Once again, that's on my channel. Go look from last night if you haven't seen it. But yeah, no new mobile radios or HTs, with the exception of the new Anytone tri-band DMR radio, which Bridgecom has here.
Oh, did they bring that out?
Oh yeah,
I had no idea.
Yeah, you don't follow DMR much. I don't.
Correct,
Think. Yeah.
right.
So yeah,
Right.
I've done 3 or 4 videos about that radio. It's
Okay,
been out for a few
gotcha.
months now. But that's probably still I think that's the newest mobile radio in the show today.
What are they selling that tri-bander as?
They've got 4 versions of it, and the biggest version has they're all tri-band, DMR and analog. The biggest version has Bluetooth and APRS, and it's $399. And then they have a version with only Bluetooth, a version with only APRS, and a version with none of them. And I think the version with none of them is like $249, $269, somewhere in that neck of the woods. I don't remember exactly what it is.
All right.
So I think most people are wanting. I got the one with everything because I wanted to try the Bluetooth and APRS and all that good stuff.
Right.
But yeah, so
Gotcha.
It's a good.
So that's the only brand new HT that they have.
It's a mobile radio.
Oh, it's a mobile.
It's a
not an
mobile.
HT. Oh, it's a mobile.
It's a mobile.
Gotcha.
50 watts on VHF, about 35 or so watts on UHF, and right now it's only doing 5 watts on 220.
Detachable head.
No, but
All one unit.
all one unit. they're going to be releasing. Well, let me talk about 220 first. I've said this on my videos before. Originally, I was told that 220 should do like, I think I heard 20 watts at one time. I heard 10 watts at one time. It's only doing 5. Anytone has had for a couple of years now. They've had a tri-band analog radio, and the 220 side of that radio does 22 or 24 watts.
Wow.
So I don't know why their DMR won't do it. But they're going to be releasing a Bluetooth head because it's a Bluetooth radio. They'll have a Bluetooth head, and they already have a Bluetooth microphone. So you mount your radio in the trunk, mount your Bluetooth head on your dash, and you have a Bluetooth microphone that you hold in your hand.
No programming via Bluetooth for your phone.
No programming via Bluetooth,
Gotcha.
I don't think.
So it's all remote head via Bluetooth.
Right. Instead
Gotcha.
of running a cable from the front of the car
Right.
to the back, it's going to be a Bluetooth controlled. Yeah.
Right. Gotcha.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's coming. I don't have any idea what time, but that's probably the newest mobile radio I've seen at the show.
I wish I was a gearhead. I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
All right. Way to keep it honest. I like it,
Yeah.
Sterling.
That's the thing. Like if you run a show that's like about gear, you get a lot of views. People really want to know what's going on with the 705. But then I'm like, hey, let's get more hams involved. They're like, what about the 705?
Yeah.
Like, what about my new radio?
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
Well, you did a
Can I make
stream
it
about the new 705 this morning,
Oh yeah,
right?
I just walked in and found Jason in the road, and for Josh Nass, for Hosh Nazi, like he needed a selfie for his stream, so I went over there and I picked it up and held it. It felt really plasticky, like the Elecraft's is metal body, right? And it feels like you can drop it and throw it and you'll scratch the surface, but it's not going to dent it. But the 705, it feels very plasticky, even though it's heavy. It's got a battery in it.
Right.
It is very heavy.
You
Yep.
know,
Yep.
and it's thick, big screen. So I got that's what I gathered from it. But I'm not a gear reviewer.
Ray said that he did say yesterday that he has to send that one back because it's a prototype. It's not the finished production
Yeah.
model. So I don't know if that's something they'll change in the production release or not. I know they were trying to go for a lightweight though, and it is so much thicker than an Elecraft KX line. I don't know. I mean, maybe they did the plastic thing on purpose because
Is the void in the back for a battery?
yes, it's the same battery as a. What did he say?
51.
No, not the Bioenno. The on the IC side. I think he said an ID51, 51 plus. I think.
Oh,
Okay.
It's the same battery. It's the battery that you buy for the 51 plus. That's the extended version.
Yeah.
Is the battery that comes with the 705.
Because that 705 is like an L shaped, and
Yeah.
then the battery fills the void of the L.
That's
Right?
no, it just goes straight in the back.
It just goes straight in the
it's
back.
like, don't come.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Gotcha.
No, in fact, that's what I was telling him was that the BNC connector for the antenna is on the side. So you could take a Nagoya or a dual band antenna and put it on BNC and hold the radio like that because it's got 2 meters and 440 and it'll do FM.
But where's
So you can use it as an HT.
But is there an external
Well,
mic?
you'd have to hold it like this with
Yeah,
an external
yeah,
mic,
yeah,
I guess.
yeah.
So you can't
But you-
talk into it.
Yeah.
But you could.
You could, I
Yeah.
guess, yeah. So it would work as an HT because it's 2 meter 440 all mode, so you can work FM repeaters with it or
Right.
D-Star repeaters with it even,
Right.
and have an antenna, a small QRP HT antenna right there on it.
Right.
So
They do that with. I've seen that possible with the K2, the KX2.
yes,
Right.
I've seen
So
them
they
do
have
that.
they've got the antenna on the outside,
Mhm.
and they're I don't have a KX2, but I don't know how they do the push to talk. I don't know.
there might be a push to talk. Sometimes
It's
some,
like a button
some
on the
radios
front.
have
It's a button?
and,
Okay.
and then it's just
It's a
open.
Mox.
It's a Mox,
Yep.
yeah. That's the word I was looking. I kept wanting to say Vox, and I'm like, that's not right. It's not Vox. Although I think you can set a Vox.
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
But,
on the KX3, you can set
yeah,
a box.
Yeah. So anyway, so that looked pretty fun. But that's the. I told Ray from ICOM yesterday. I was like, this is the big radio of the show.
Mhm.
Yep.
Is everybody's wanting to see the 705. The K4 was the big radio of the show last year at Dayton.
There is a large mob at the ICOM booth,
Yes.
Yeah, all
Yeah.
day.
Yeah.
and it's scrunched in that corner, right beside Heil Sound.
Right beside Heil.
And there's not a lot of room, and to get over there is.
I think it might be on purpose, just because here's all the hype between, even Heil has a new, he has that receive amplifier, parametric receive
Oh, yeah,
amplifier and
yeah.
speaker thing, and then you have the 705. So they crowd everybody up just to generate hype.
Mhm.
That's
Yeah.
my theory, but
Well, and they put it beside the MFJ booth, and the MFJ booth always has a crowd, you know, because it's like in it's in a U shape, and there's always a crowd beside the because they have so many products, right? People are wanting to get into the MFJ booth to see product A, product B, product C.
Correct.
You know?
Yeah. So that's yeah. I mean, MFJ is right next to ICOM, so that whole, and then HRO is right there next to them.
Yeah.
So that whole back area.
That whole back
And
area.
then
through there.
ARL's on the other side.
No, ARL is in the middle.
In the middle?
Yeah. No, ARL is right next to Elecraft. That's what you're
Yeah.
thinking about.
Yeah.
Okay.
That whole
But,
back side is very crowded.
Yeah, it is. Somebody asked, where did it go? What's the wattage on it? I assume he means the 705. It's a 10 watt QRP rig. I'm not sure what the wattage on VHF UHF is. I assume it's probably 5 watts.
Right.
I didn't really ask. I should have asked that question. I didn't ask that question, but it's definitely a 10 watt. Because I remember thinking, oh, it's the same as the KX2. It's 10 watts on HF.
10.
So, but it does have dual D-Star streams. Now, I don't know much about D-Star, but as I understand what that means is it can monitor a 2 meter and a 440 D-Star repeater at the same time instead of just one at a time.
Gotcha.
I think that's what that means. But apparently it's one of the first ones that'll do that. So,
I mean, it's going to be a big soda rig, right?
yes. Yeah.
And a portable rig, right?
Yeah, I mean, they created it to compete with the Elecraft KX line.
Right.
I mean, that's what, some people say it competes with the FT818. Yes, that's true, although it's a heck of a lot smaller than the 818.
It is.
The 818, is that a 10 watt or is it more than that?
I
want to say it's a 10 watt also.
I don't know.
Yeah,
you
I
might
don't know.
ask the chat.
Yeah.
Somebody in the chat will
Yeah,
know.
somebody in the chat will know probably. How much power does the 817 and 818 output? I think the 818 is like a watt more.
6 watts.
6 watts?
818 does 6 watts. 817 does 5 watts.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
It's
Yeah,
the goofy, we got new transistors, but we can get a little extra juice out of it.
Yeah.
Another watt out of it.
And the Elecap KX3 does a firmware update and it's magically 15 watts.
Right. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
What?
yeah, the KX3 will do 15 watts.
That's like Tesla. We'll give you this car, and it's only going to go this range. But if you pay this much, you get an update. It's going to do
Or
this range.
if there's a hurricane coming, we will give you another 50 miles.
Yeah, 50 miles. Only 50.
Yeah, only 50.
So, good deal.
All right, K1ZZ's looking for me, so I'm going to steal your stream for a second, if that's all right.
Go ahead.
Give Frank
Yeah,
a seat
go
back.
right ahead.
Real quick, and your viewership's going to go down because the second I say youth, everyone wants to hear the gear, and they don't care about the young hams. But I'm in
That is
charge.
important.
Yeah, I am.
Keep the
agree.
hobby alive, and more youth that we can suck in here, especially what a lot of them are doing with the radio stuff, is very new, is very groundbreaking, is phenomenal.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, please go ahead.
So I'm partly in charge of a program called Youth on the Air. It's pretty much identical to Youngsters on the Air, which is a European program that is primarily a youth camp that lasts for a week. Over in Europe, they've got it all figured out. The young amateur radio operator nation in the European Union and the whole Region 1 of IRU is lit. And so I went to Austria camp in 2016 with the idea that, hey, we need to figure out how they're doing this so I can bring it back to the Americas.
Copy paste.
And copy paste, exactly. And they're helping us out. And finally, after 3 years, happy to say that the Hamcation is kind of the official announcement place, but this has been out. But the camp is a go. Everything's laying flat. All the insurance and liability crap is thankfully figured out, which is just it's a boondoggle. But I'm really glad to have Neil Rapp, WB9 VPG, he's from Newsline and Ham Talk Live, to basically be taking care of the entire thing. He's a teacher. He knows how to deal with the kids and organization. It's like a giant field trip for him. And I'm just the pretty face giving out stickers. So it's a youth camp in Cincinnati, Ohio at the Voice of America Museum for kids in the age of 15 to 26. So older than what you think of youth, like young, like actual kids. It's young adults pretty much. And the idea is to get them together, find their peer group, learn more about ham radio. We have workshops, we have contesting, we have field day at the end of the week.
When is it?
The 21st through 26th of June, so the week before field day. We're going to Dave & Buster's, we're going to Kings Island. It's like Six Flags, but Kings Island, it's an amusement park. Every camper gets an HT from ICOM. ID51, I think.
Really?
It's a loaner. Like they won't. I guess they won't give out 30 HTs all at once because that's a lot. But they'll get this, and we'll do a QSO party from Kings Island, so that'd be cool.
Hang on.
Yeah.
At the chopper.
Helicopter.
Get to the
And,
top.
what else we got? We got orienteering, ham radio direction finding, kit building, special event station, Whiskey at Yankee. So, if you can't donate the last stretch of money, and we're looking for about, I think we're down to the last last $3,000 or so before we can up the 20 to 30 young campers to the Voice of America Museum. If you go to Youth on the Air /donate, we have a GoFundMe. You can pay by check, you can pay by GoFundMe, PayPal, or Amazon Smile. But if you don't do that, what we need is you to operate Whiskey 8 Yankee on the week before field day. Give these kids a pile up and show them what ham radio is really about. And that's about it.
Whiskey at Yankee. Okay, so everyone put that into your ham alert.
Yeah.
And then what are they going to be operating all modes?
Yeah.
Sideband,
so
FT8.
ICOM has a 7610 there for
Okay.
us. We'll have a computer up for FT8, and I'm sure some of us will even do CW. So
Yeah, I was wondering about CW also.
yeah,
Okay.
and phone
Yeah.
is a given.
They should be watching your channel to learn CW between now and then.
Exactly.
Yeah,
if you
right.
go to N0SSC's channel, that's me, and you'll learn CW in no time. I've been trying really hard to figure out how to work my F from my L.
Yeah,
But
yeah, that one's
And
hard.
you're doing a 90-day
90-day CW challenge. Everyone in the whole wide world on Reddit, I guess, is challenged to learn CW for 90 days. Not in 90 days, but do a lesson every day for 90 days and see what happens. And I've already learned through the entire alphabet, like in 2 weeks. So
I sat down at the CW op table in there and took their test. Have you done that yet?
Mm-mm.
Go in there and do that because I bombed
yeah.
it miserably. I was like, I got to the second one and I'm like,
I'm gonna go
okay,
through
say it again, say it again, say it again. I was like, no, because every time they'd send you a call sign, you have to type it into the keyboard, and then the next one they send you is in a totally different tone. So instead of this one goes dee, 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 the next one goes. I'm like, oh no, slow down. So I didn't do very good at all.
Did y'all just get a good donation?
Yeah, we are here at Hamcation me. I'm here at Hamcation. We just received a donation from Hamcation itself, so really thankful for them. We've also got DARA, the Hamvention organizers, and ICOM and Heil Sound, and NCDXF and Yasmi, and I'm not under any obligation to say all these guys, but I want you to go patronize these guys because they're helping youth. Heil Sound, MFJ. I mean, I don't think there's anybody who hasn't donated because it's a good cause. Like it's a youth ham radio camp, and it goes even beyond that. We're working with we have a website, youthontheair.org, that puts all these youth resources together. We have people who are dedicated teachers and educators and people like me who are just into advocacy for young people, and not just young people but new people in ham radio. How do you do that? How do you get into colleges? How do you get young people interested? How do you get your radio club to be more welcoming to new and younger people? And generally the answer is just live stream your meetings, and you'll find that people are going to come out of all over the place, you know? And have an incentive, have a buddy plan, this sort of thing and the other. So there's all that. We
all
also
that stuff is on the website.
We're trying to get it all together.
Frank just linked the website in the chat here, so the
Perfect.
website's linked in the chat.
The donation, which you can then get to
Oh
the
yeah,
website.
youthontheair.org/donate.
Yeah. That has the GoFundMe actually has probably the most concise information, just because it's like there laid flat in front of you. But also, for every dollar you spend, you donate, you get your dollar matched by KM9G Steve, who lurks around the YouTube channels. You might even be here. He was on my CW stream for a while. He donated $4,000, and with the idea that he'll match up to $4,000 of y'all's donations for the month of February. So
that's cool.
Get her done before it's too late.
Get her done.
You gonna walk around with the camera and record YouTube episodes of that week-long event?
Yeah, every day. We actually have a camera crew, like legit. People who will do like a daily live stream and a blog kind
I'm
of
not
like
legit
mesh it
enough?
together.
The guy behind the camera?
Sterling's like, we got people to do that.
That was like the first thing I said. Like, we need to get this information out immediately, like as it happens, and then grow from there. So this is our first one. Hopefully it goes well enough that we have a second one, and we're trying to wrap in like the whole of America. So, Brazil, Portugal, Chile, Mexico, China, Canada, everywhere in the Americas is invited to apply. I think sometime late February. I'm thinking the 20th is when our application form will be out for youngsters to apply. We also need volunteers in the Ohio area to help us like fill bags and cheer on our young hams in the thing. But we got most of our volunteers who actually work with the youth figure it out, because all of that requires background checks and youth safety pledges and all that and the other things. So it's what you have to do for in America. So
there's volunteer stuff that you can do, but then if you want to actually work with the youth, you have to go through that extra step, right?
And there's still time if you're in Ohio or if you want to come by. Like, I think there's still openings, and just get with us, either me or Neil, WB9BPG, through youthontheair.org. So, all right, you can have your viewers back.
Okay.
What's the count? At 0?
It actually went no. we were at 57 when you started talking, and it actually jumped up to about 63, 64.
Oh, right.
And then it's dropped back down. It's at 60 at the moment.
All right. Well,
so that's
there you
good.
go.
So I would hope that the viewership would be low today, because I hope all of you guys are inside at Hamcation.
Yeah.
So
or running the Riddy contest.
Or running. That's right. Running the Riddy
There's a lot of things going on. All right, Frank, you
thanks,
can have
Sterling.
a chair back.
Appreciate it, man. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Good to see you again.
Around.
Okay.
You coming back around tonight?
Probably.
Okay. We're gonna have a big cookout here tonight.
Oh.
So.
Perfect.
Yeah. So.
All right. Thanks, Charlie.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, thank you.
So that's really good. That's always, one of the things.
I might come back.
One of the things that I'm always hearing from all kinds of clubs, and even people who reach out to me offline, via email or YouTube comments on my videos, is that we need to figure out. A lot of people say it's good what you're doing, because this is the type of format that young people under the age of 40 or 30 are looking at.
I hear a lot.
Yeah.
In a lot of groups. And
so that's a good
meetings.
Right. Yeah. So, and a lot of ham clubs are always interested in getting new people, not just young people, but new people. So that's a really good initiative. That's really cool that they're doing that. I have to go check that out. I'll probably donate to it.
All right.
It's a good cause.
Yeah. No, I totally agree.
It's a good cause.
It's the answer that everyone's trying to do, and he's actually doing it.
Yeah.
Yep. That's true. Okay. I don't know how to pronounce that name. EA8DIC, Eric is in the chat. He said from Tenerife, TENNERIFE. I don't know where that is. Where is that? EA sounds like a Spanish call sign, but I don't know. So
thank you for joining.
Yeah, check that out. Oh, DX Mini, $20 donation via the super chat. Thanks, Jason. Appreciate that, bud. Your hotspot, your V2 hotspot, Jason, is set up inside at the R-Finder booth. I've been showing it to people all weekend. So
yes,
yeah, and we've been using it with the new R-Finder V1 device, which is this dude right here. So been working, and we've been using it in dual time slot mode. I got it hooked into one of my Seabridge managers, and been talking on the R-Finder talk group. So those of you on Brandmeister or with access to the R-Finder talk group, dial up talk group number 31770. And Bob at the R-Finder booth, if he's not talking to someone, he's monitoring that talk group. And I've been on that talk group a bunch this weekend myself also. So yeah, good deal. Thanks, Jason, for the donation. All right.
I don't have the usual links to throw out there.
That's okay.
Discord
That's okay. This is very off the cuff. This is. I just thought about doing this like. Well, earlier this morning when Matt came by, he's like, "Hey, y'all stop by for lunch today." I'm like, "Oh, that's cool." I was like, "Oh, let's just do a live stream while we're there." So it's I didn't even think about it. So this will be this is the second video that I posted. That one where I was walking.
Yep.
Down the big line of people this morning. I posted that up on the channel this morning.
Yeah, I saw you. I was on the other line.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I saw you.
Okay.
I was just like, oh, there's Jason, and then you walked up the line. I'm like, oh, he's getting pictures of the line.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that long line waiting to get into Hamcation on Saturday. So that's always good. Let's see. We've got thoughts on the Shark RF3. Can it kill proprietary modes? Okay, Shark RF is the company. You're talking about the OpenSpot 3. It's a little pet peeve of mine. The OpenSpot's the device. Shark RF is the company. But I know what you're talking about. It's getting closer to killing proprietary modes, but I don't think you'll actually see that happen. But the new OpenSpot 3 will allow you to use any mode. I shouldn't say that. You still need a DMR radio. Let me explain. I don't think the OpenSpot will do, although that doesn't really make any sense. There's not a setting in it to do System Fusion to D-Star or D-Star to System Fusion, but you can do DMR to D-Star and D-Star to DMR. and you could do DMR to fusion like you always could. So with the DMR radio, you can work all 3 modes. It won't cross-deck to P25 or NXDN yet, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
But it's the first one that actually cross-talks to D-Star at all.
Yeah.
So I was...
When did they come out with that?
they started shipping January 20th,
Okay.
so less than a month ago. And I did a cool experiment on mine. I cross-coded between DMR and D-Star, and then I dialed into one. I think it was the RFinder talk group. Actually, I dialed into that talk group, and I was monitoring traffic on my D74. I was monitoring DMR traffic and seeing call signs on my D74 of people talking on DMR. That was fun.
Yeah.
So I got a video upcoming on that, so you'll see that as well. So just reading the chat here. FY5HB from Guyana. Guyana. French Guyana. French Guyana. Wherever that is.
South America, North Coast.
Huh?
South America on the North Coast.
South America on the North Coast, okay.
It's where the French launched their rockets out of, about down by the equator.
It's where the French launched their rockets down by the equator. Let's go there. Yeah, let's go there.
But NASA's already over there. That's not too far from here. Should go there too.
Craig Murphy asks, what is the radio you have in hand? Sorry I'm late to the party. This is the RFinder B1 Bravo 1. It's a full Android device with a dual band DMR and analog radio built into the back of it.
So you can also take cell phone calls, and it runs as a normal phone, and you pull up the DMR software.
It's bright out here, but I can't see my phone if I keep my sunglasses on.
And work DMR and analog.
So it works on all of the major carriers.
Yes.
Takes a SIM.
Yes.
And
it'll actually take dual SIMs. So if you have like a prepaid SIM, or some people who travel a lot that have a SIM card for a carrier in another country, put both of them in there at the same time.
And then it does DMR, FM, and that's it, right?
Yes, on dual band 2 meters and 440.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
The previous version would be DMR and FM, but they were monoband. You get a UHF or a VHF.
Right.
This one would do both.
That is very cool.
Yeah.
So is the radio function? It's an app on the Android platform.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you download it from the Play Store.
Yep.
And it's updates from the Play Store.
Yep.
And then the radio, which anybody can download the app and just use it as a repeater finder.
Right. So whenever if you buy the radio and you have a repeater finder account,
yes,
you can download that information. And if you come down here to Florida and you're from St. Louis, you can program your radio for at least the FM side.
Yeah, or on the DMR side as
on
well.
the DMR side,
yeah.
That is very cool.
So it's just come down and you're like, I want to talk on that repeater.
Yep.
And
it just
right there.
and the code plugs automatically
updated.
Update. Oh, that's awesome.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Yep. So you can what touch program, and it programs radio, and you can key up and talk on it, and then it's got cloud memories. You can save it into memory.
Yep.
Name the channel whatever you want, and upload it to the RFinder cloud. So that if you ever get an upgraded phone later, or you have to wipe this one for some reason, you just download all your cloud memories again.
Right.
So,
Right. Very cool.
Yeah, it's very fun. Do you guys know if ICE makes SWR go up? Oh, if ICE makes your affects your SWR.
Ice?
Ice, like ice on the ground or the trees. Like when it snows or ices, does that affect your SWR?
No, very little SWR.
Very little?
Yeah.
I would say yes, because water certainly affects it.
Well,
I guess it depends on where the ice is.
yeah, and it all depends on how good your ground is.
Yeah,
around
that's true. Yep.
Around your antenna. I mean, if you have a good ground, a couple of inches of snow is not going to affect it that much.
No, not that
But
much.
I guess if you put ice on your antenna, yes,
Yeah.
it will affect it.
Ice on the antenna will definitely affect it.
Right.
But yeah, so it depends on where the ice is, I guess. Okay. Two guys are just poking fun at each other in the chat. Somebody says, "Hey John, you have 3 lookups on QRZ, you noob."
I still need to create one of those accounts.
Philip W0RHP says, RFinder works on Verizon now. Yes, it does. The new Bravo 1 version will work on Verizon. I had mine on Verizon for about 2 weeks because my previous company I worked for had a Verizon phone that they gave me, so I took the SIM card out of it and put it in there. It worked fine. So right now I have it on AT&T, but it will work on Verizon. So need one. Oh, your KB Booty guy says.
K Booty.
K Booty. Yeah, it says I so need one of those R finders.
Yeah.
They're pretty sweet. And
So-
they're not
K
expensive
Booty.
No.
compared to us.
That's like the best call sign ever.
I know. Yeah.
K Booty.
K Booty. That's good.
He posted in the STL Hams, which is a Facebook group, and every time he posts, I'll bring it up. I'll see that somebody posted an STL Hams. I'll click on it, and I'll see him. I'm just like, K Booty.
That's funny. Oh, good. So, all right. Well, I think the sun is moving that way.
It is.
It's coming this way
It's
though.
coming. Is it coming that way? Okay. So we're probably gonna have to get out of the sun here in just a little bit. But
And get back to the convention.
yeah, I'm gonna go walk through. I've walked through that thing like 6 times. So
It is. It's a very different convention from Hamvention.
Yes.
You know, so people that want to come down, it's very manageable to do the flea market and the convention in 2 days.
oh yeah.
Very manageable.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Sometimes whenever I go to Hamvention, I get there on, it opens on Friday, you have Saturday, and you have Sunday. There's so many halls and or not halls, that was the old arena,
Yeah,
but so many buildings and so much flea markets that sometimes I feel like if I don't come back on Sunday, I haven't seen everything that I want to see.
Right. Right.
But the nice thing about Hamcation is you can easily do this in 2 days. You can go around the flea market, you can go through the whole hall and see everything that you want to at a very comfortable pace in 2 days.
yeah. Agreed.
I agree with
Definitely agree. So yeah. In fact, they say they have 3 buildings, but 2 of the buildings are really attached together, so it's one big long building.
It's one big long building.
And then they have the north building, and then they have another building on the north side of the north building, which is the swap meet building.
Right.
I walked through there and took some recordings this morning, but
That is pretty congested around there.
It is.
They've got the tables are very close together.
Yep.
And
Yep.
there's it's just an indoor swap meet, right?
Right.
And
Yeah, because people can set up out here in the RV lot as well. So, and you got a lot of outdoor swap festing, people selling stuff. But if you want to be indoors, you can reserve a table in there, and those are much cheaper than the commercial vendors. But you know what? That's where the crowds go, man. The reason it's so crowded in there is because that's what everyone wants. Everyone is interested in used gear. Swap meets
Yep.
can make and break a ham fest. This one has a great swap meets, both
Yep.
indoor and outdoor.
And where's the flea market?
But same thing. Swap
Yeah.
meet, flea market, same thing. So
I have seen. Maybe I'm more aware about it this year. I've seen a lot more, not vintage, but like 90s and early 2000 radios. For some odd reason, I am seeing a lot more Kenwoods and a lot more Icoms that are 90s and 2000 era
Yeah.
that I've ever seen before. And,
Yeah.
and maybe, I don't know why that is,
Yeah.
but you've got a lot of the boat anchors,
Yeah.
that people bring. I've seen a lot more newer, not 70s, 80s radios in the flea market this year. That's what I've noticed.
we were talking about that. Was it you I was talking about at dinner last night about that? Somebody
No.
mentioned that.
No.
Somebody mentioned that at I think it was Scott, the guy sitting across from me. He was like, he said IC 7000s and TS 2000s. He said he'd seen several of each of those models, and they were going for really cheap.
Yep.
Which I hadn't seen any IC 7000s because
I've seen a lot of 2000 Kenwoods.
yeah, the
2000s.
Kenwood TS 2000.
Yep.
And he's like, I wonder why that year model was, or those, kind of that generation of radios is so many selling. And I was like, man, in my opinion, it's because the IC 7300 has annihilated the used market.
Yep.
You can get an IC 7300 right now, brand new in the box, for less than $900 after mail-in rebate from ICOM. It will do all, and since the sunspot cycle is so low right now, the bands are not dead. Don't let anyone fool you. The bands are not dead.
Just call CQ.
Just call CQ. But it's not 1992 anymore either. So or late 90s, whenever it was. And But you get on FT8, and there's people all over FT8, and it's so much easier to do FT8 with an IC7300 that has the built-in sound card than it does with an older rig that you need an external sound card like the Signal Link or something, and all these cables to interface back and forth. All you do is take the 7300, plug it into your USB in your computer, launch WAS-JTX, make sure the driver's loaded, and you're done. You're on the air. So, and with the price point of that radio, I think they've just, all of these people with these older radios are like, man, this radio used to be worth $1,200. Now I can get maybe $800 for it. I better sell it now before it's worth $500.
Right.
So that's kind of my take on it. I don't know.
Anybody in our club, whenever they come to some type of, we have mentoring sessions and back to basics, and they're like, what you know, I'm in the market for a new radio. What should I get?
7300.
7300.
Yeah. Yep. That's definitely the go-to right now. I mean, there are better radios out there. The 7610 is a freaking fantastic radio.
Yeah. And
it's got a lot more front. I was listening to Ray talk about, before we did the interview for the 75, he was explaining that some people think that the 7610 is just two 7300s inside of a box.
No.
He's like, no, it's not.
It's not.
There's a lot better RF direct sampling and filtering and a couple other things he mentioned. I might actually go talk to him about that and later on this weekend. But if you're looking for a radio in the $3,000 range, 7610 TS890S
Flex
or the Flex. Well, the Flex, yeah, you can get a Flex for about $2,000 right now. And
6400.
Yep, 6400 is 2, and then you can put a Maestro on it later, and or you can use Smart SDR now, however you want to do it. And then the Yaesu FTDX 101D.
I don't know that much about Yaesu.
Yeah, I think it's that's a neat looking rig. I'm not a big Yaesu fan, but that new generation of the 101
is
really
it SDR?
Neat. I believe it is SDR. Yeah, I believe it is. I think they're about $3,200 or $3,400, something like that.
How much is the K4 now?
I didn't ask how much the K4 was, how much they were asking for it at this show. At Dayton, $41.99.
Oh, so it's out of that price range.
Yeah, it's a little bit above that price range. So it's more up towards the price range of your 200-watt competition rigs from ICOM and Yaesu.
But I saw that iPad.
The iPad
app with it. I mean, they are neck and neck with Flex. You know, with the applications and the.
Agreed.
I mean, it's easier to remote a Flex than it is a K4. You know, just plug an Ethernet back into the back of it and loading the app and just going. But I mean, I'm pretty impressed with what Elecraft has done in the last year.
Yeah.
They're still talking about your phone in the chat.
Oh, they're talking about my phone.
Yep.
Okay. I was
And
like,
a lot of people are loving the 7300s.
Yeah. I was wondering if they had a K4 yet. No, the K4. Carol's in the chat. Is it you that know Carol? That knows Carol? I think it's Matt. Matt, you know Carol, right?
Carol?
Carol?
HWB? No.
CWY?
CWY?
Yeah, she's in the chat.
Yeah, tell her, hey.
So yeah, Matt's right over here. 84MQ's right over here. But she's asking about if they had the K4 yet, and no, the K4 they're projecting mid-April to mid-May. And I got an interview with those guys this morning, and I'm going to be editing and posting that tonight too, because a lot of people were wondering. Because at Dayton last year, when they introduced the K4, they were saying that it should ship by Christmas last year, and they
postponed that until April.
Yeah. So they had some production issues with this and that. They've also added a bunch of stuff to it that wasn't in the original design.
Oh wow!
Like dual waterfalls. Like you've got the screen here, and you got one band here, so it's dual receive like it always was. But now instead of one waterfall, you switch back and forth. You select this one, you get the waterfall. Select this one, you get the waterfall. Now you can split the waterfall. You can watch the waterfall on both bands at the same time.
That is awesome.
That's pretty slick.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. So that and a few other things that they were adding to it. They've got the K40 now, which apparently their K30 is like a Maestro. It's just the face that can connect to a Flex radio, or I'm sorry, an Elecraft radio elsewhere and remote control the radio. So they've got that that they're going to be releasing for the K4 line to be a K40 they're calling it.
If radio manufacturers are not thinking about the future and remote remote operating. They got to.
They got to, yeah.
SDR and remote
Yeah.
is going to be some of the future things that we're going to do, where someone puts up a mega station or puts up a station, and then you were able to log in. I am able to give Frank or Jason access, like Windows, access to my station, and you can log in and operate my station whenever you want.
Yeah.
Will you do that through a remote head or just do it on the computer?
Well, it would be through a sign-in.
Yep.
So I would give you permission. You would send me your call sign, and I would say, all right, Jason or Frank, you guys can remote in, and it's a permissions issue, right? And that is the coolest thing that some of these big stations can offer to some of these little pistols, to say, hey, I'm not going to contest this weekend, but here's my station, go at it.
Yeah, no, I agree. Well, and I think I've told you before, we left a Flex radio down in Costa Rica.
Yep.
So I've been operating the heck out of FT8 from my Tango India 7 call sign from a transmitting site outside of Guayabo, Costa Rica, in the province of Guanacaste, which is just north of Liberia, Costa Rica. And that's fun. That's really fun.
Yep.
In fact, Matt's parents own a house in Spain on the coast of the Mediterranean Sea. So I'm like, dude, we gotta do a de-expedition down there, number one, and then we gotta leave a Flex radio down there when we do that.
Wow.
So now we can do Costa Rica or Spain. So anytime we want to, that's gonna be cool. So,
whenever you go over to the Flex booth, whenever they demo their radios, they bring up the smart SDR.
Yeah.
And there's 7 radios.
Right.
And I'm like,
yeah.
wow.
Yeah. Yeah. And some of those are in Austin at their headquarters. Some of those are in Canada.
Yeah.
Because they got a couple guys working in Canada, and they're from multiple locations.
Yeah.
So they're like, oh, here's what 20 meters looks like in Texas. Here's what it looks like in Canada. Here's what it looks like in wherever else they are.
Wouldn't it be great that we live in a world where you sign in to whatever system you have, and you were able to choose between 7 or 10 radios around the world.
Yeah.
And you are just able to operate from those locations.
Yeah. There's guys who are doing that sort of thing now. The last time I checked on that sort of thing, it was kind of expensive. It's like a monthly subscription.
It's very expensive.
Yeah.
It's very expensive.
I mean, because it takes a lot of money and capital to build those stations.
It is. Right.
So, I certainly understand why they do it the way they do. But yeah, I mean, I think you're, just like supply and demand, just like everything else. I think once you see more of those go up, the cost is going to come down. More people are going to get interested in them.
Yep.
And then you're going to have people, sitting in retirement homes with no antenna at all that are working DX out of a 200-foot tower in a mountain in Colorado or something, something like that. So.
And it doesn't take a lot to get started. I mean, you need to buy something that is remotable, but once you can get a $2,000 radio, get $1,000 worth of equipment, and put some dipoles up and 100 watts in a wire. You were remoted on the internet.
Yep.
And you are.
Or go back to the other point where you're saying, well, just get access from someone else who already has that.
Right. Exactly, Frank. And I think that is going to be.
Yeah. Listen to Hamilton, Texas.
Hamilton, Texas.
That is going to be the future of ham radio.
Yeah, I know where that is.
I agree with you
Cool.
entirely.
Yeah, that is, leveraging the internet to do some really cool things. That is where we're
Not just the communication over the internet, like DMR and some other stuff.
Yeah,
you're using it to remotely access a head.
Right.
That's doing the wireless.
Well, I mean, look at hotspots.
Yes.
They, not everyone, but I mean, hotspots are growing like crazy, and that is communication over the internet. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Somebody asked, what's the best remote control that the gentleman on our left wearing the sunglasses is talking about? I should talk about him.
the best remote control?
Yeah, the best. Yeah, y'all are talking about remote control.
Well,
so he was talking about a Flex radio. Is what he was talking about specifically. But ICOM makes remote control software that you control a 7300 or 7610 from. So you can get remote control in almost anything these days.
You can. All of the major vendors have some type of remote control. So Kenwood has got something called like Skylink.
Yeah.
ICOM has got remote heads or remote control. Yaesu, I'm not really sure if Yaesu's got remote
Surely they have something.
They've got to have something.
Yeah.
I will say the easiest thing that you can get into right now is you buy a 6400 from Flex Radio.
Yep.
And that is, you plug it in. It's got an Ethernet jack on the back of it. You give it an IP address. You get a SmartLink account, and literally you can control that thing from anywhere on the internet via your computer, and all of that software loads on your computer. So I have a remote station at my parents' house because I live in the city, and I remote everything, and it is, within a Saturday afternoon, I had everything remote.
Yeah.
So how complicated is it to set
Hey,
up on your
just
home?
got
Do you have
chili.
to punch holes, or
Did you get that guy on the
are you
soda?
remotely accessing it?
No, I'm totally.
Some guy in the chat's on
so
the soda
once
expedition.
you
What's the frequency?
get a SmartLink account,
14.245.
it does
245,
everything
I'll
for
go up
you.
there.
I think
Does
it's
everything for
245.
Does everything for you.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
So you don't have to mess with the router and
Nope.
get certain ports open.
Nope.
It's just handled.
It just handles it. I mean, I forwarded, I think it's like port 4999 and 4998 so I gave my Flex Radio a static IP, and I forwarded those ports to my Flex. From what I understand, you don't have to do that.
No,
but-
you don't have to.
No, you don't have to. But the SmartLink account does everything for you.
Yeah.
So it is very, very neat. The only thing that is different from Flex, and I don't know if Alacraft is going to do this with their firmware. Typically, I have a couple of Alacraft radios, and they do not do this with their radios. But if you want to upgrade to a major release on Flex, you have to pay usually it's $199 or $299. I think it's $299 for a major release.
For a major release.
For a major release, which is not that. Yes, it is a cost, but they do. I think that they are on 19 updates on the 3.0
Yeah,
release.
something like that.
So I mean,
And all those updates within that 3.0 and the different renditions of 3.0,
The major
3.0.1, 3.0.2, those are free. When they go from 3.0 to 4.0 is what you're talking about. Kyle.
Correct.
So,
Correct.
and they're not at 4.0 yet, but if they 3.0.19, 3.0.20, all those are patched releases on the current major release, and all those patches are free updates for what you've already purchased.
And typically, in my experience, they come out with something major in that major release where you're just like, wow, that is really cool. I need to have that. I'm going to find a way to upgrade or to find the $299 to upgrade to that software.
Yeah, good. All right, K6ARK was a portable radio guy, Matt. He's not. He says he's not on the summit anymore.
He's not?
No, he's not there anymore. And then right after that, we got Hashnazi in the house.
Hashnazi.
Yeah, Mr. Josh is on the live chat.
Tell him the beer's in the freezer.
Tell it. Oh yeah, we got beer in the freezer for you here, Josh. Come on by.
Here, I'll go grab one for him.
It's not far from Orlando to. It's not far from Orlando to LA. Just jot on down here real quick. But
So he's at
yeah,
212.
yeah, he's not on the summit anymore, unfortunately.
Tell him to hop on 20 meters.
Hop on 20 meters, Josh. We've got the DX Commander pole with the Soda Beam attached to it. So it's a marriage between DX Commander and Soda Beam today. And Matt and Zach are operating 20 meters from a FT891.
Yeah. I have him twice in my log.
So
Okay. So now
K6ARK says it was a great activation with contacts to Japan, Australia, New Zealand, Portugal, Spain, France, and Germany.
Wow.
Wow.
Jeez.
That is pretty cool,
That's
man.
successful
Especially on
across
5
all
watts.
Yeah, were you using QRP? I assume he's using
Yeah,
QRP.
yeah. I've seen his videos.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
And it's CW.
So, okay,
Yeah,
so-
he's a CW guy.
Yeah, CW guy. Okay, good. Well, hey, even better.
It
Even
was
better.
the Dominican Republic. It wasn't Chile. It was Santiago, Dominican Republic.
Okay. Santiago, Dominican Republic.
Yep.
That's not confusing. It's like saying Orlando, Texas.
Yeah.
There's a Paris, Texas. There's
yeah.
a Rome, Texas.
Yep. Atlanta, Texas.
You can travel
It's
the
still
world.
yes.
in Texas.
Yep, that's true. So, hello to the stream, new to the hobby. Nicholas Harrison, thanks for joining us.
Welcome to the hobby.
Yeah,
Yes,
welcome.
There's
Get-
so many places you can branch off.
Right.
Just from talking on your radio.
Find a niche and
Yes.
go.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Find a niche and go.
There's
So,
Arden, there's Satellite, there's DMR, there's
mhm.
and all the HF stuff, and there's so many things to do. It's a great hobby to get into.
And the great thing is, if you find a niche and you don't like it, find a new niche.
Yeah, there's so many.
Yeah.
It's easily hopped, and most clubs are very open to doing anything.
Right.
Are you showing off your beer?
100 watts in a wire. Christian said, "Hey, I need a Yingling. Here you go, dude. We've got plenty of Yingling in the fridge in Orlando. Drive down here and join us."
I'm drinking a Florida Cracker.
Florida Cracker?
That's what it's called, Florida Cracker.
Florida Cracker.
Okay then.
Cigar City.
End of story.
And just yeah.
So
We
many
won't say any more on
places
that.
we're just going to
That
sidestep
could mean a
on
few
that.
things. So yeah, good. We're up to 73.
All right.
Nice.
So yeah, not bad, huh? Is it 2:30 local time?
Could be.
I think that's right.
Yep.
Yep.
So okay.
2:37.
Good. Awesome. Yeah, no, he said K6ARK, 100 watts and a half square antenna.
What?
That's what he says.
On the Summit?
I assume that's what he means.
What is he? Does he bring up an 100 watt Yaesu?
891.
891.
That's what they're using over here. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. K6ARK. Tell us more about your station on the summit.
I thought that he was totally QRP.
Huh.
Guess not.
I don't think that I've seen his. I recognize the name. I don't think I've seen his.
I remember an early video that he did where he did 3 Summit activations in a row.
Really?
And he like ran between each summits.
Oh.
Like they were ridge to ridge to ridge,
Oh,
and he
yeah.
was running
Yeah.
between each
Oh,
ridge.
that's
I'm just
funny.
like,
Yeah.
wow, that is
Yeah.
That's impressive.
that's impressive.
Fit.
That's funny. Let's see. IC7300 with ICOM remote software RSB1. I use that setup myself and it works great. Oh, DX Mini. Jason from Texas. DX Mini. He makes the DX Mini hotspots. That's the hotspot on our table in there.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So the digital voice hotspot.
So I'm in passport
Yeah.
right now.
So he's got. He's been looking at a Flex.
I was
He
showing him how
texted
I
me the other day. He's
flex.
like, "Hey, can I remote into your station? I just want to look." I said, "Sure, here you go." So that was fun.
That's 920 on.
Let's see.
That remote stuff is really cool. It is. Just
Yeah,
really,
it is.
It's really
Yeah.
neat.
Yeah.
It's really neat.
It is. Ah, okay. So, okay, we've been going for just over an hour. I'll tell you what, guys, we're going to shut it down here. The sun's getting to be a little bit much. It's just over the awning right there. We're going to hang out with Matt here tonight, AE4MQ, and Zach. Zach, what's your call sign, dude?
Kilo November 4, Kilo Victor Charlie.
Kilo KN4KVC. We're going to hang out, Frank and I and Kyle, and I think Sterling's going to come back over, maybe a couple other guys. We're going to hang out here tonight and grill some brats and burgers on the grill for dinner. And after the sun goes down, we might fire up the live stream again. We might do another one tonight. See what the mood catches us.
See what lighting we can
yeah.
get rigged up.
But we're going to go back inside and maybe walk around and talk to some more people inside. So 73 all, thanks for watching. Hope you made it to Hamcation this year. If not, put it on your books for next year because it's certainly a show worth seeing at least one time.
Next year, take me to Disneyland.
Disneyland is in California. You want to go to Disney World.
Well, yeah.
This is much more fun than Disney World. Dude. Much more fun than Disney World. No question there. So, hey guys, thanks for watching. Y'all have a good one, and good DX to you. Find us on 20 meters either. What are you guys operating as your each individual call signs?
Yeah.
Okay.
Matt's doing the extra person, and we're trying to get Lynn here, his first dates have contact.
Oh,
very
trying
good.
Trying to get somebody as
So we're running around.
awesome.
Very cool.
We're trying to get a guy out here in the RV park with us. We're trying to get him his first HF contact. So AE4MQ Alpha Echo 4 Mike Quebec is on 20 meters from Orlando Hamcation RV Park. So go out there and find him. 73 guys.
Okay. Thank you, Jason.
You bet. Thank you.
Hey, you got it.
Got it?
Awesome.